Good morning, guys and girls. Welcome to the July 18th week announcement. This is our last week of the course. As many of you know, many of you are also signed up for the post-assessment, this is Tittles, for July 21st, which is awesome. If you haven't, then you've signed up for next week. And if you haven't done that, then make sure you go back to the announcement on July 18th, or rather June 18th, and I believe it was, and use that link to sign up for the post assessment. Okay, that's vital. I'm going to go over a brief slideshow regarding the post assessment, and she's very athletic. She's a little cat ninja. And just to go over some details, some ins and outs about the post assessment. First and foremost, I want to commend you guys for all the work that you guys are doing over your summer. Most of us have finished our Zern lessons, which is awesome. If not, then we're wrapping up the last few that we have so we can be done prior to the post-assessment. Continue to bring in those questions to me, and I will continue to address them accordingly. I want to congratulate our winner last week, Will, for your winning the raffle for completing your assignments on time. We will have another raffle or drawing probably tomorrow to address last week's assignments, week 5, make sure they're all done on time. So let me go over this slideshow real quick just to give you guys some ins and outs about that post-assessment. All right, so this is going to apply to both the Bridge to Math 1 and the Bridge to Accelerated Math 7. So you will be taking the test through Performance Matters, which is the same platform you guys used last year for your interim assessments. So you should be familiar with those. And your test administrator on the day, which may not be me, will show you how to access the test. But it should all be a familiar process for you guys. You won't need your own calculator. You will use the calculator provided to you through Performance Matters. Some calculators may not, or rather some questions may not allow calculators, particularly those ones from like week 6 with working with rational numbers, computing rational numbers. So no other calculators are allowed. Your test will be 15 questions, which doesn't sound like a lot, but they will be thorough. I will encourage you guys to please make sure you show your work when able, and because partial credit will be allowed. I'm hearing that it should take between 45 minutes to an hour to complete, but you have, I believe, up to 2 hours to complete the test. So Performance Matters will show you your score immediately after you've completed it, and the scores will also be reported to the schools. Ultimately, your school will be the decider of if you go on to Math 1 or not. So you want to give them a good reason to put you in that Math 1 class. And now preparing for the post-assessment, this is what you need to do. Aside from reviewing, and I've recommended to students that they review the Check for Understanding quizzes. Those seem to be the most closely aligned with what's on the post-assessment. Make sure you know when you're taking the test, of course. Make sure you have the materials you need for the test, which is going to be paper, pencil, no calculator, but be ready for when the test begins. In fact, you should probably try to log in about 15 minutes before the test time, so that if there are any complications or anything, you can have that wrinkled out before the test begins. Make sure you're checking your announcements for the test day instructions, which will include a Teams link for the live testing session. And then, of course, follow directions from your test administrator to begin your test. So if there are any further questions, you're welcome to inquire. I'll try to address this as quickly as possible. Again, I'll do another drawing for week 5 lessons to see if we've gotten those done on time. Otherwise, you're just wrapping up week 6 lessons this week. Short week, guys. There's not a lot of lessons this week, but it's because there's a short week. The 21st is the last day of the course. So let's work to meet that deadline. All right, so that's all for now, guys. Continue to keep up the good work. I'll reach out to a few of you guys that need a little kick in the pants to remind you what you need to be doing. If you don't hear from me, then you probably are doing what you're supposed to be doing and don't need me beyond that. Good luck. Keep up the great work, and I will talk to you soon.